So let's talk about Roadcheck 2023 and how everybody fared. And we're going to talk about Roadcheck 2023 and how everybody did. Today is the day after the Blitz ended. It's Friday, and I am not going to Rockport, Arkansas today. Now, my run canceled because of some problems on the other end over there. So today I'm going to Billings, Oklahoma. It's a run I used to be on about 3 years ago when I pretty much first started this channel. And I'm stopped here at Wynnewood, a place that I've stopped at. I stopped every day on the way up here. It's my first stop, and my second stop's up on the other side of Oklahoma City. So we're going to talk about Roadcheck 2023, and I got an interesting story on what happened to me yesterday on Thursday and how I handled it, and I'd like for you to let me know what you think about how I handled it. We'll get up the road a little bit, and then we'll talk more about it. Okay, yeah, y'all, we are up the road. We're in Billings, Oklahoma. And the reason I'm not outside filming this is when I left Dallas and when I stopped in Wynnewood, it was 85 degrees. Well, I get up north of Oklahoma City and it's 57 degrees here in Billings, and I'm wearing shorts, and I don't want to be out there too cold, and it's kind of rainy too. But anyway, Roadcheck 2023. Now, I didn't notice anything different really. Didn't see any pop-up weigh stations. Didn't see any trucks getting pulled over just on the side of the road for a roadside inspection. Didn't see any of that. The scales were pretty much doing the same thing they always do with the pre-pass. I had to go through Arkansas on the westbound leg one time because even though I got the green light, I think still you got to go into the weigh stations if you have placards, and they gave me the bypass lane. The next day, Wednesday, I didn't have any placards, but I got a red light, but they still gave me the bypass lane, and all's good, right? Now, what's interesting that happened to me on Thursday, which was the last day of the Blitz, right? Thursday, I'm getting hooked up, and of course, I'm checking all the nitpicky things to make sure that there's nothing they can find anything wrong with on my truck, my paperwork, trailers, everything. Now, my one trailer I had some grease on the wheel. It was a pretty new wheel, some grease on there, but it looked old to me, and it didn't look like the hub was actually leaking. So I wiped it clean. I said, that's going to be good. You know, I don't want any of that grease on there. It'll be good for when I go through the scale house and they look at it, whatever. Anyway, I got out east of Dallas about an hour and 20 minutes, and I had an issue with my ELD. So I pulled over to make the edits that I needed to make to it because it wasn't working right and all. I don't need to talk about that right now. But then I did a walk around the truck, and that wheel seal, that hub, was leaking. It flung grease on that wheel again. Not a lot. And I'm pretty sure on the normal basis, the normal day, I would have let it go and told the guy when I got to the meet, and he would write it up when he got to Memphis, and it'd be fixed, and it would have been fine. But last day of the Blitz, that's a violation with the hub leaking. No use in running up in there to where they're all at through those scale houses that I go by with that on there. So with the ELD problem and the wheel hub leaking, I just called in and told my dispatcher, I said, hey, I'm not even an hour and a half out of Dallas. If I'd have been farther, I might have went on, or I would have called the service truck to have them actually come fix it, which probably would have took 3 or 4 hours. But I just told him, I said, I'm on an hour and a half out of Dallas at the most. I'm just going to turn around, bring it back, and my meat guy can go back to Memphis, or he can drop him in Little Rock, and he's good to go. So that's what I did. I turned around, went back to Dallas, gave them the trailer to fix. Took a short day. Doesn't matter to me. I can afford it. And that's how I handled that. Why get all caught up in the inspection Blitz when didn't really need to? I would have rather stayed home anyway. So that's my Roadcheck 2023 story. Interesting story for this year. I didn't notice anything. Let me know in the comments what you think about how I handled that. You can call me chicken, whatever you want to call me. I think it's smart. Tell me what you experienced on Roadcheck 2023. If you noticed a lot, I've seen other videos on YouTube where They were pulling trucks in the old rest areas and just had them lined up getting inspected. But I didn't see any of that between Dallas and Rockport, Arkansas. Tell me what you saw. Tell me what you think. Stick around, watch some more of my videos. I appreciate it if you do. If you've subscribed to the channel, I appreciate that very much. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the alarm bell. I'd appreciate that too. It really helps me out. And we'll see you later.